Hi, I'm Claire, and it's time for the 2020 BookTube SFF Awards. I am returning as a judge this year, and I'm so excited for another season of reading some awesome books nominated by this awesome community and finding out new awesome books. Some of my favorites of the year came from the BookTube SFF Awards last year, so I am very excited to be back. First up, let's talk about the judges. We've had quite a shake-up this year. Of course, there are some returning judges like myself, Thomas from SFF 180, and Caitlin from Kitty G. We've also got some judges who've decided to take a step back this year, like Elizabeth, Alana, Sam, Connor, and Rachel, who won't be joining us. But fortunately, we were already looking for a lot of new judges to kind of expand the range of people who we have in this process, and I'm very excited to welcome 7 new judges to this year's BookTube SFF Awards. We've got Jocelyn from Yogi with a Book, and Jerry from Onyx Pages, Lee Nicole, who does the channel Lee Nicole, Bree from Bree Reads Books, who I am delighted is joining us because she is one of my favorite humans here on BookTube, so I know I'm very biased, but I'm so glad she is going to be a judge this year. We've also got Gav from How to Train Your Gavin, Noria from Noria Reads, and Jade from Bedtime Bookworm. I am so excited that all of them are joining us this year as new BookTube SFF Awards judges, and I'm even more excited because this year we are going to be able to hang out with all of you. We have set up a BookTube SFF Award Discord, and by we have set up a Discord, I mean Elizabeth from Books and Pieces set up the Discord before she stepped down as our administrator, and Cass from What Cass Read stepped into the position of administrator very gracefully to keep us all going, because goodness knows if I had to do any of the admin for this, a lot of things wouldn't get done. So thank you so much to Cass for doing that and keeping us afloat. And of course, if you'd like to join the Discord and chat with us and other fellow BookTube SFF Awards participants and voters, you can find a link to that in the description box below. We would love to have you. Of course, we have to nominate some books, and you can do that right now. The nomination period is open from today, January 27th, through to February 10th, and there will be a nomination form in the description box below for you to go and check out with all of the categories and everything explained in there. The shortlist will be announced on February 17th, and the reading will take place throughout March and April. Of course, you can start reading as soon as the shortlist announcement is out, but we, the judges, will be kind of leading some reading sprints on Twitter and all that sort of thing in that time period of March and April. And then of course we'll be voting to choose the winners from the 1st to the 8th of May, and we'll have a live show shortly after that to reveal the winners and talk about all of the books and what we liked and didn't like so much about them. That will be just such an awesome time. I cannot wait. We don't have a date set up yet, of course, because, you know, it's in May. If you're really on top of everything and you've got appointments in your calendar for May already, I'm very impressed with you, but that is not us, I'm afraid. The eligibility rules are all on the website, and they are the same as in previous years, so if you've participated before, there shouldn't be anything surprising there, but there is of course a link in the description box below. You can go check out the rules for yourself. The gist of it really is it has to be science fiction, fantasy, horror, speculative in some way, and it has to have been published for the first time in 2019. If it was self-published before 2019, or if it was published outside of the US before 2019, it needs to have had its first publication from a professional publishing house in the US in the year 2019. This is of course because books that haven't been published in the US, or books that have only been self-published, tend to not have the same discoverability as books that have been published kind of internationally and have this professional publishing machine behind them. So we make these exceptions. You can go and check all of them on the website, but those are the broad rules. We want SFF that's been published in 2019. And of course, as in previous years, books that are part of a series can only be eligible if they are the first, second, or third book in the series, just so that we don't end up with 8 books to read before each one of the nominees in a single category. We have a lot of reading to do for this award, and so will you. So we just need to limit that. And on a related note, we've come to the somewhat bittersweet conclusion that we can't carry the graphic work category forward for this year's awards. The graphic work category, as fun as it is, a lot of the time we find that people nominate books that are way past the number 3 in a series despite what the rule is, so there is a lot of admin work to clean up those nominations specifically. It ends up with a lot of nominations that we can't use, and then of course whenever we do have finalists that are number 3 in a series, it does mean that it can get quite expensive for people to get a hold of those books if they're not in the library. Like, graphic works are so expensive, but we do have many categories left to enjoy, so I'm sure we'll have a complete ball this year with the BookTube SFF Awards, engaging with this wonderful community, everybody who makes videos, who watches videos, who talks about books on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. I am again so glad to be part of this wonderful community and to have been invited as a judge for the awards last year. Felt like such a great honor, and now to be back as, you know, a returning judge still feels so amazing. I can't wait to get started. So I think that's about it for this year's BookTube SFF Award announcement. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. In case I have, the website, the Discord, the Twitter, all of the social media will be linked in the description box below, so you can go and check that out. You can of course ask questions in the comments. Please do come and join the Discord so that we can all hang out together, and happy nominating, everybody! If you'd like to see more from me, you can check out a previous video on screen right now. And if you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button that's on my face for a new video from me every week. I've been Claire, thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.